So my name's John Thompson, and I recently summited Kilimanjaro with my son Ed. What did I think of it? The hardest, most brutal, most rewarding experience of my life. The bucket list company kind of encouraged me to book it. I had a conversation with them and said, I've always wanted to do it. And they said, well, if you book it, you'll do it and achieve your goals, your dreams. So there's no real excuse after that. So I booked it, and the experience from there was fantastic. So you got regular communication about what the experience was going to be like, what you needed to do in terms of training, what you needed to do in terms of kit, what support you would need along the way. I'd never done any sort of trek of any significance before. So, actually going straight in at the Kilimanjaro level was a bit daunting, to be fair. But the support that we had all the way through was terrific. When we actually got in country, I think the beauty of using the bucket list company, I should say, is that not only have you got the UK guides with you every step of the way from the airport in the UK, with you until you get back to the airport in the UK, you've also got the in-country guides as well. And the guides that they've put this relationship together with, honestly, second to none. We just couldn't have done it without the support of those guides, and it was just, the whole experience from start to finish was terrific. All of the information was perfect. At no point did I ever think, well, I don't trust these guys. They knew exactly what they were talking about. They'd done it before. The UK guide, Keith, that we were climbing with, that was leading our group, this was his 10th time of summiting Kilimanjaro. The guy that personally helped myself and my son Ed to the top had done it 278 times. It's just the experience that you've got here. They know what needs to be done to get you to the top of the mountain, and that's what it was all about. Was it easy? No. But with the support of these guys, was just absolutely fantastic. And I've achieved one of my lifetime goals. Have I ever trekked before? No. So the training that I did, or that Ed and I did in the run up to Kilimanjaro was all in the UK, and actually the longest training trek that we did was around the Surrey Hills, because that's where we live, and it was an organised trek, and the highest point was, I think, 278 metres, top of Leith Hill. And I remember standing there with Ed saying, wow, this is high, isn't it? And he was like, yeah, how high is Kili again? And it was like 5,895 metres or whatever. But there we were at 278 metres thinking, oh my goodness, the magnitude of the task ahead of us is quite significant. But actually there's just a process to go through, and you just get guided through that process to achieve what you set out to do. The next thing that I want to try and tick off, previously I'd not even thought about ticking off anything else, and I've not looked at any other company. What I did was go to the bucket list website and thought, what can I do next to have that kind of experience? So again, I'm going with my son Ed, and we're going to be climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, which is in Morocco. It's the highest mountain in the Atlas Mountains. And we're going to be doing that in September, and really looking forward to that as well. I think if you're sitting on the fence and you're unsure of whether to book a trip, then I'd say two things. Get off the fence and just do it, because you will not regret it. And the other thing is, I'd struggle to look any further than the bucket list company. Once you've experienced the support that you would get, or that you do get from them, it would be impossible to use anybody else. And the other thing that I would say is that I feel now like I've got 20 odd new best friends. Most of the people on the trip, I was kind of not unique, but I was going with somebody else that I knew, as in my son, and there was another couple there, but the majority of the travellers were single. But they've also got like 20 new best friends. There's a real bonding that happens when you do that sort of trip, and the bucket list company kind of facilitated all of that as well. So it was yeah, don't look anywhere else. Just go ahead, book it.